All right, all right. Hello, beautiful, beautiful women. How are you doing today? It's me, it's your girl, Michelle Kanan, also known as the Satisfied Wife. I'm so excited to be here today. Just in case you didn't know, doors are open for my legendary Goddess Wife School. And so I'm going live basically every day to share the most juicy tidbits and tools and rituals and mind frames and pussygasms for you so that you can get a taste of what it's like to be inside of Goddess Wife School and have your own breakthroughs in your relationship with your man. So I'm so excited that you're here today. We're talking about one of my favorite topics today, and also something that's a little bit controversial, I feel like. So I definitely want to get into it. So buckle your seatbelts. We are asking a very important question. Are you accidentally cock blocking your man? And if you are, what can you do about that so that you can get out of his way from being his absolute in his greatness and his like masculine power, like just showing up for you, supporting you, loving on you. And the reason why you would want to do that is because it actually feels so much better for you, goddess. You get to lean back, you get to be in your receiving energy. You get to let everything that you want come to you because you are juicy and magnetic and turned on and in your like full radiance, which is really hard for a lot of women, especially in this day and age, especially with all the stresses of the world going on, all the craziness going on in the news. And that's why it's so important, if you're here, to watch this video, because I want every woman to feel like she is in a total power couple dynamic with her man. I want you to feel super connected, unbreakable, unfuckwithable. Like when you and your man are together and aligned, nothing can get in your way, nothing can stop you. Let's that like have it all kind of feeling. So if you are on here live, leave me a comment, say hi, let me know that you're here. I see there's a few of you popping on. And if you're catching the replay, don't forget to do hashtag replay. Let me know that you watch this video. And of course, if there is a woman in your life that you love, that you respect, that you want to see her thriving, tag her, send her this video, let her know, because I want you to feel amazing in your relationship. And I also want your man to feel amazing in his relationship too, so that you guys can show up in your full power together and co-create and and do whatever it is that you, and I was going to say co-create and procreate. But if you don't want to do that, that's cool too. So that you can really have it all. So if that is what you want, if you want to be in that kind of power couple dynamic, leave me a comment saying, me, I want to be in a power couple, or I want to be a receiving goddess. Oh my God, that's one that turns me on. I want to be a goddess of receiving. Let's just like do that. Let's like feel that for a moment and take a breath and just feel into our bodies like what it might be like to be a receiving goddess. Like, what if every day, instead of having to be on top of a million things and be organized um, and hustle or push or like get shit done or all the things that most women have to do, feeling like depleted, exhausted, anxious, overwhelmed, stressed out, like always falling behind, never being good enough in all the different parts. Like, what if instead of that, you got to feel like you had this total trust, right? You had this feeling like, you know what? My man's got me. Like, he is holding it down. You know, if I feel weak or if I need to take a break or if I don't want to be just, on top of my shit every single day, right? Because that's so unsustainable, right? Our culture tells us to like always be our best and always be productive and, always like finish everything and like, win, win, win. Women, like, that's not the way that our energy works, right? Like, we're not consistent all the time like the masculine is used to being, right? Your man is he's built to be there for you. He's built to like keep things stable and steady and like hold shit down. As a woman, right, like most of us have been trained to hold it down and to always be there and to always be the one and like to never disappoint. But energetically, actually, like, we move in cycles, right? Like the moon, like our periods, like our hormones, like our emotions, like we're always moving in cycles and waves. We're actually not supposed to be the one that's always running the show or taking the lead and just like being the one to be there. But so many of us have been conditioned to operate like that and led to believe that we can't be successful or we can't thrive or we can't grow unless we're always showing up in that kind of way. And it's total bullshit. Okay. Because when we do that, when we're always showing up as the boss, as the leader, as the visionary, as the like, and I'm talking about energetic, right? It's not about like you shouldn't have ideas or you shouldn't have desires. Like, it's not about like any of that kind of stuff. But if we're always showing up in that push energetic, in that like Atlas, right? Atlas in the myths that he had to like hold up the weight of the world all the time. If we keep showing up in that way, our partner is not going to be able to take that and do what he wants to do in your dynamic, which is he wants to hold it down for you. It's not only like that it gives him energy, it's also part of his purpose and his DNA to be that kind of support for you. He wants to feel you leaning on him. Like, that feeling when like you just like snuggle into your man's arms and you feel like he's got me, like he's holding me and you can just really like lay your head on his chest or just like he's giving you all this hug and you just feel like safe and protected. Like that vibe in the relationship is as delicious for you as it is for him. But for most of you in your everyday, you're not having that experience. And for a lot of you that maybe are running companies or that are growing businesses or that have like a lot of things to do or that are running on fumes, you never allow yourself to slow down and get to that place. And so you are robbing him of the opportunity to show up for you in that way. And you're also robbing yourself of the opportunity to feel that way. And a lot of women, their minds go to like, yeah, but he should do it so that I can. But what you don't realize, what you don't see when you're in that go, go, go energy all the time is that either your man is trying and your mind has decided it's not good enough or it shouldn't look that way, or I'm just gonna, it's just easier if I do it, or I'm better at it anyway. Or he's so used to being rejected by you when he's tried before that he's just like, I'm not really like, I don't want to feel rejected. I don't want to feel criticized. I don't want to keep feeling like I'm not doing good enough. I'm just going to like peace out over here and like whatever. And that's something that I see again and again in so many dynamics. And quite frankly, like I had that experience in my relationship too. And so when I say, are you cock blocking your man? Like, if you had asked me that a few years ago, I would have been like, what are you talking about? Like, no, but what I came to realize, what I came to learn, and what so many of my clients see over and over again is that there's a way that we show up that there isn't space for our man to either want to step up in that kind of way. We're like taking his big dick energy and we're running with it instead. And this isn't about gender and this isn't about like what men are supposed to do versus about what women are supposed to do, because there's no supposed to, right? There's only what feels good and what's working and what isn't. And there's this epidemic of strong women out there that either don't know how to like let go. I was gonna say let go and let God, kind of, there's that kind of masculine energy that's there, right? That don't know how to let go and let their man step up and be what you both want him to be in your relationship. There's a lack of trust, there's a lack of respect, there's past hurt. There's so many great reasons why, but it doesn't matter if you want it to be different. And all those to-do lists, all of those reminders, all of those, "Ugh, I'll just do it myself." It's not working, right? It's not working. And it's making you more frustrated. It's actually making him more frustrated because he wants to be your hero, right? Like it would feel really good for him to have you being like, "Oh, babe, you're the best. Oh, babe, thank you so much. I can't believe you remembered. I can't believe you surprised me. I can't believe you thought of this. I can't believe you just went and did this." That's the vibe. That's what I want you to experience in your partnership. Like, just quick example, I'm wearing these new earrings that my husband got me. They're so cute, these like gold huggies with these diamonds over here. And my man, he came home and I was cleaning up some stuff. I was helping him put away groceries when he came from the supermarket. And I pulled out our Vitamix to make something, and there was like paper crumpled up in there. And I was like, oh, that's weird. This garbage. And I opened it and I pull out and I open this paper, and it was these earrings that he surprised me with, which I'm just like, oh my God, because it wasn't always like that. It wasn't always like my man was showing up with like flowers and earrings and dates and surprises. And let me tell you, like, me and my man have been together for over 10 years, right? We're not in like some honeymoon phase. I mean, we are kind of still in our honeymoon phase, but we've gone through years where it wasn't like that. It's not like the beginning where things are fresh and everyone just like, wants to like get on their best behavior so they can get laid all the time, like this is over 10 years of relationship and marriage and co-parenting and being co-founders together. And this is an energy we cultivate because my man knows that when he shows up, right, like he gets so many gifts and I'm in such appreciation. That's one of the things I teach inside of Goddess Wife School. It's called masculine appreciation. We have a space in our relationship where he gets to show up in his creativity, in his strength, in his inspiration, because he wants to make me happy. And he knows that when I'm happy, right? Happy life. Or happy wife, happy life. My radiance, my joy, my turn on washes all over him, all over our family, all over our businesses, money making, creativity, opportunities, like all that kind of stuff. That's the vibe. But what it used to be like, okay, is that I used to get in his way all the time. He used to not have those opportunities, and he used to just be like, screw you, like if you're gonna act like a bitch, if you're gonna like just try to push me out of the way so that you can get it done faster, if you're gonna tell me that the way that I'm doing it is wrong all the time. He was just like, why would I want to show up in that, right? If that's what's going on in your relationship, you got to ask yourself, would your man feel inspired to show up, to surprise you, to put himself out there and try, even if there's a risk that he might get it wrong? Like, is there that kind of safe space in your relationship for him to show up? Okay, even and especially if it's not the way that you would do it. Because this is something like super duper important, y'all, is a lot of you think that what you need, what your man needs to do in order to make you happy. There's the thing. If you're gonna have a doctrine, if you're gonna make a decision for what he's supposed to do in order to be that man for you, that is a secret form of manipulation and control. And if you desire a masculine man, or if you're with a masculine man, he's not going to want to show up in that energy because he doesn't want to be controlled. He doesn't want to be manipulated. He doesn't want to be like fulfilling your wishes. And the truth is that this is the dynamic that you want to get out of, right? You don't want to be in that with him either. It's time to step out of that, my loves. It's time to do that, right? And what I want to hear now is like, I want you to decide that if you want it to be different, I want you to type in the comments, like, I claim a relationship. What should I say? This is juicy, right? Like, I love these affirmations that I share in here. Like, how about this? Like, I claim my man's big D energy. Let's do that one. Okay. That just like feels good to say in my body, in your body. Okay. Let's take a breath and type in the comments. I claim my man's big D energy, and breathe and feel what that does to your body, maybe what it does to your nipples, like how it like activates you, if it excites you, if it makes you nervous, like say it, type it in the comments, because I want this to be the moment when you start to shift the energy between you and your partner. When you start to create a space where your man gets to show up in his full power, in his full strength, in his full inspiration and desire. Oh, Belinda, you claim it, girl. There you go. Where your man starts to show up in his desire, okay, in his confidence, in his full masculine, like wanting to be that hero, wanting to be that king, wanting to feel like the man in your relationship, in your life, in your family, in your legacy, holding it down for you, so that you get to experience finally what it's like to stop being the man too and stop having to hold all of that BDE in your relationship, right? And you get to relax. You get to lean back. You get to receive his BDE. You know what I'm saying? Like on every level, right? Because in my relationship, like, while I'm doing these videos, while I'm showing up here, like my man is holding it down in his desire and his excitement and his inspiration, I have that full support so that when I am out of the camera, when I go back to my family, to my life, like to taking care of myself, like I feel amazing and I can show up nourished, I can show up balanced, I don't feel overwhelmed, I don't feel anxious, I don't feel like out of sync. Because I don't have to do it all and I don't have to be it all and I don't have to know all the answers all the time. And I get that it's hard because this is a huge pattern. I had to break this pattern too. Okay. Like I had to find the times and the ways when my control freak tendencies would want to jump in, or when he would do something, I'd be like, "Oh, that's not the way I would do it. So it's wrong, or it's bad, or you're too slow, or why haven't you done this already? It should have been like done by now." Like, I totally get that it's hard. Those moments still come up, especially like when we're triggered or when we're burnt out or when we don't feel grounded. And that's what I want to teach you how to shift inside of Goddess Wife School. That's why Goddess Wife School exists, because it's this beautiful, supportive 10-week portal for powerful women, high achieving women, women that know how to get shit done, where you finally get to have this experience with other women, okay, where you are fully supported and where it's like this red tent vibe, where you can have this transformation, where you can start to embody the woman and the goddess that you really want to feel like every day. And that shifts the dynamic so beautifully in your relationship. You're not going to have to tell your man what to do or resent him from the inside, or you'll learn how to start like trusting him and respecting him. And he'll start stepping up to meet you in this elevated place, right? Like y'all are going to meet each other there. And it's like, it's just the fucking best. I don't know if you guys have seen any of the other alumni interviews that I did this week. I have a couple more coming next week. One of them is with a woman who, she's one of my alumni, and her boyfriend yesterday surprised her, and he bought her a VIP spot inside of my Goddess Wife School, because he said it feels selfish for him to buy it for her, because that is how beautiful and how powerful it is for their relationship, or for the man that's in your life, how good it feels for him once you start to show up as the goddess that you are, mama. Like, that's what I want for you to experience, like your embodiment of the goddess, your unique scent and sensuality and feeling, and this kind of energy, and playing with that in your relationship with your man. So if you want more information on that, all of that information is here at goddesswifeschool.com. Okay, go to the website, check out everything. If you have any questions, just like leave a comment, or you can shoot me a DM. It's just truly the most amazing women that I'm so excited to spend time with. So many alumni are back in because they know how much deeper they get to go with their man and how amazing everything gets to be. My husband loves when I do Goddess Wife School, because I just get so much more juicy and like fun to be around, and like creative and relaxed. And he just loves spending time with me. And so many amazing things happen for us all the time when I'm practicing everything inside of Goddess Wife School. And that's what I want for you too. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Okay, I want to remind you that you don't have to do it all. Like, if you are in a relationship, the beauty of that, it's not just so that you're not lonely, or somebody that you get to split chores with, right? That's like where most of us stop in terms of what our relationship can do for us. The beauty of your relationship is that it can be this divine, like co-creational partnership. Like, I don't care who you are, I don't care how long that you've been with your man, I don't care like what's happened in the past. Like, if you're with a good man, right, and you've just gotten like out of whack, or you've like lost your chemistry for each other, or you've even like lost connection to yourself, or that juicy part of yourself, you want to spice things up. It could be in the bedroom, it could be in your chemistry, it could be in like just like your relationship and how you are together, and you want to bring just like this joy in life back to, like, if you're a mom, how you mother, and in your business. And I want you to be like, you deserve to be a goddess wife. Like, that's what the vibe is. That's what the feeling is how do we pour into ourselves and be just the very best and then pour into our relationship from that place and just like elevate and heal and grow together. It's so juicy. I'm so excited. And you'll never, ever, ever have to feel like, you're being crushed by anything anymore. Like you'll finally feel what it's like to like Ah, hey, Julianne. I love her that she discovered the heart. Like you'll finally feel what it's like to be in this kind of partnership, especially those of you that are in my DMs being like, I don't know, my man isn't really that romantic. Like he's never been that kind of guy. That's the fucking best. Okay. Like you just don't know what he's capable of because you've been showing up in this very particular way in your relationship. You will be so surprised once you do this. Like the amazing gifts, like how fast it happens that your man just like is more in touch with you, wants to connect with you more, surprises you with things. If you guys think that my man always just like showed up with like earrings and with flowers, you are incorrect. It's the shift that I made inside of me. It's a way that I started showing up different, where I could receive that, where I was open to it, and where he got like really excited to meet me in that kind of place and just like be the man of my dreams. And that's what you deserve too in your relationship. So stop judging him that he can't do it or he's not that kind of guy. Okay. Like he wants to be your hero. He wants to show up for you. He wants to feel you turning to him with this like giant smile on your face and being like, babe, you are just like the best. Like, I love you. I appreciate you. Like, I just like, let me take you to bed. Like, you're just, like that's what I'm talking about. That's literally what goes on in my house almost every day. That's why I have so many brags in my DMs from so many women that have done the program. They still like to check in with me and be like, guess what just happened? Like that's the vibe where your man is constantly showing up in his best. You can constantly receive it. And that's part of you showing up in your best too. All right, my loves. So our extended payment plan ends Monday night. That's Valentine's Day. So if your man disappoints you on Valentine's Day, you can send him the link to Goddess Wife School so he can make it up to you, or you can slide your butts right in. I have an extended payment plan that only makes it $180 to join us. And I hope I see you inside. So I love you guys so much. I'm going to take the weekend off. I'll be back live on Monday with a special interview. And I love you guys so much. Have a great weekend. Bye.